Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Mountie Carl, and welcome to a vendor recommendation video. It's a new series we're going to start, so let's head out to the firewall. We're just going to quickly go through this stuff, and the firewall is going to be your stop for a prototype stamina mod with lots of armor on it. As you can see, it boosts your damage over 20,000 damage, so pick those up. You can get probably 3 or 4 of them on your person before you can actually do it. Next, we're going to go ahead and hit Southpaw. That last one, that's going to boost your armor up about 100,000 damage or 80,000 damage when you put it on. At Southpaw, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop in here because there's a performance mod in here, and that is going to be your Seeker Mine damage, and that's going to be, if you go ahead and purchase a few of those, you're going to boost your Seeker Mine output damage by about 12 to 16% depending on how many mods you're putting on. And now we're going to go ahead and head on over to the ward, and in the ward we're going to find another performance mod. Let's go ahead. Where's the performance vendor? He's not there. Let's see. He is right there. There he is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pop down here, and we're going to go ahead and recommend you pop in here for a sticky bomb explosive radius. If you're looking for that extra radius for your explosive damage, go ahead and head to the ward this week and pick up your prototype performance mod for that. You can get a pretty good range. Next, we're going to head out to Madison Stand, and Madison Stand is going to be hold for us. We're going to go downstairs really quick and check this out, because this is going to be, if you're running a defensive build, this is going to be your stop for this week, because these performance mods that are on here, this is going to help you out probably the most out of anything that you can do, and it's going to be Ballistc Shield resilience damage, or damage resilience, and that's what you're going to want. You're going to want that. You can go ahead and get 15 to 20% extra on that. So let's go ahead and pick up a couple of those, because you're going to need them if you're running that defensive build and you want to be a super tank. All right, next we're going to head out to the cavern, and the cavern is going to have, we're going to go to the vendor and we'll show you what the cavern's got in store for us this week. And this week's cavern, and come on, let's go to the vendor. Let's do this. Stop messing around. And the vendor here is going to have a tactical holster, but it's also going to have a first aid self-healing performance mod, and that's going to go ahead and give you a pretty good heal boost, up to 15% if you're running 3, 20% if you're running 4, and so I think you can only run 3. I don't remember this stuff right off the top of my head. But next, we are going to go ahead and head on out to the next stop, which is Autumn's Hope, and Autumn's Hope is going to hold for us. It's snowing inside here, so we're going to go ahead, go to the vendor, and we're going to scroll on down, and we got a Spec Ops holster, which but the prototype firearms mod, we have a pretty good prototype that's 262, it's pretty high, and a skill power boost of 3,099, I believe it is. I can't actually see it from here. My eyesight's not that good, so I'm going to actually buy a couple of these because I need a couple of them. And as you can see, that's Mountie's pick of the week, because he's buying 4 of those for his characters, because that is pretty good. If you're running a build and you need some extra firepower and you need some extra skill power, those are always good to pick up. Last week I picked up the stamina ones and I got a good bonus out of those, so stamina and skill power. Now we're gonna head to East 31st Street, and we have a Scar L that you're gonna go ahead and get. It's got a pretty good base damage for it. As you can see on my screen, it's 183. I have about 360 firearms, so you're gonna go ahead, we can pick that up. The T-Ran, it's all right. You can pick that up if you really want to. But then finally, our jewel in the rough, this is going to be our last stop, East 34th Street. We're gonna go in here, and you're gonna find yourself what everybody mostly desires right now, and that is going to be the lightweight M4. And as you can see, it's not as good as the Scar L, but you're gonna see that it does have a lot of the perks that we like to see. It's got adept, it's got destructive, and it's got prepared on it, so that's what you really want. Thank you so much for watching. I would go ahead and go through all of these for you, but really I just want to go ahead and narrow it down to my recommendations and give you the best recommendations for each of these. If you're looking for a submachine gun, the Police UMP 45, that's not bad, but I wouldn't waste your money on it. Don't waste your money on anything in the Dark Zone this week. It's really slim pickings for a lot of the stuff in there. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like this, please give us a like. If we hit 100 likes, we might go ahead and continue this on a weekly basis. We'll call it Mountie's Picks for Vendor of the Week or something like that. If you got a better name for it, go ahead and leave that down in the comments section. So for all of us here at Gun Brothers Gaming, consider subscribing, and we'll do this on a weekly basis. So that's pretty much all I got for you. Anyways, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my vendor recommendations for the week. Thank you so much. We're heading into the Dark Zone for some fun and some killing. We'll see you next time. For all of us here at Gun Brothers Gaming and The Division, I'm Mountie Carl, and that's a lot of explosions going on. We'll see you again in the Dark Zone. Agent out.